breaking news coming in. The United Nations Security Council will hold an emergency meeting at 12:30 on Monday to assess the latest situation on ground after the US strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. And this meeting has been sought by several countries, including permanent members of the UN Security Council, Russia and China. After this attack, Iran's permanent representative to the United Nations, Amir Saeed, sent out letters to the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, who incidentally had criticized the US action. And the United Nations Security Council's rotating president, Guana, is the rotating president right now, calling for an emergency session on the American bombing. And Pranay Upadhyay, my colleague, joins me for more. This is where the United States would be in the line of fire, a permanent member of the Security Council, directly in the line of fire of two other permanent members of the Security Council, China and Russia. But in a way, Pranay, this also shows the weakness both of the United Nations and the International Atomic Energy Agency.
You're absolutely right, Gaurav. This is also a litmus test for the United Nations as a relevant organization, because the United Nations as an organization has failed to resolve the issue between Russia and Ukraine. It has failed to resolve issue of Israel and Hamas and Palestinian issue. But this is the new conflict, and United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has commented on this issue. He has expressed his disappointment, but the world is also disappointed on UN as a body to resolve such complex issues, and United States itself is involved. The United Nations, where the US, where the United Nations building is situated in New York, there the US is involved in a conflict on Iran. Iran has written a letter to United Nations Security Council to convene an emergency meeting after a few hours, around 12:30 hours India time on Monday AM. So this will be the time when the Security Council the emergency meeting will be convened, and we have to see that how United Nations Security Council can deliberate upon this issue when the US is under fire as far as this initiation of this conflict is concerned, as far as the issue of carrying airstrike on Iran is concerned. But US has its own argument. You have heard US Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth on this issue. Also, Russia and China might be ganging up, might try to put US in corner, but they have their own argument. So we will see another scene of a divided house in United Nations Security Council, or the famous horseshoe table.